Hello, everyone. I just wanted to come on and talk about the solar weather right now, as well as the astrology, because we can kind of see how this is happening in the stars as well. So we have the sun conjunct Uranus right now, and that is exact on Monday morning. And there's some pretty interesting energy in the sky that shows, the potential for epiphanies, transformation, as well as old memories and emotions coming up to be released, and irritation as well, irritation and anger. So a lot of times when we have these solar flares, they are illuminating. And with illumination can come bliss, waves of bliss. And then after that, along with more of our light being illuminated, more of our shadows can be illuminated as well. So then on the other side, you may feel like fits of irritation or emotions. And the best thing to do is to just sort of be a witness and also allow yourself to just feel what's coming up and stay curious about it. Don't attach to it. Realize moment by moment things may change. When I was, looking into the year of the dragon and Chinese astrology, I journeyed with the spirit of the wood dragon. And he was showing me this solar activity. I think a lot of us anticipated increased solar activity with Jupiter and Uranus conjuncting in Taurus. Because, with Uranus and Taurus, people think about earth changes. And as above, so below. What's happening in the sky affects our earth. And that's what the wood dragon showed me was these flames coming off of the sun, and then electrical energy coming down into the earth and surging through the earth. And the dragons are actually obviously super prevalent this year, but have a lot to do with this solar and earth activity. So I wanted to pull a dragon card and see kind of what the dragons have to say right now about this energy. This one's flying out. Fire and water dragon enables your life to flow with loving force. Prepare for change and to move forward quickly. Expect the unexpected and have fun. I love that. So it's interesting because there is a lot of fire with this Aries energy. We've got Mercury and Mars in Aries, Chiron in Aries, and all of those are sort of being activated right now. And the water, when I hear the water, I think of a few things. We have the moon in Cancer right now, and when the sun and Uranus conjunct, the moon will be at 29 degrees Cancer. This is the anaretic degree, and it can be one of the most difficult feeling degrees. It's very karmic, and the invitation here is to really allow ourselves to let go of the past, let go of old stories. And so you might be having a lot of memories coming up, as well as emotions. And the other thing I wanted to mention is that that Cancer moon is opposite Pluto and the asteroid Osiris in Aquarius right now. So Pluto opposite the moon can represent really strong emotions, a really strong aura, really strong presence. So things can just feel a little bit more intense right now. But the invitation with Pluto conjunct the asteroid Osiris is to let ourselves let go of those old stories, let go of the old version of ourselves, and allow ourselves to remember who we truly are, to be reborn. And so I feel like these solar flares are really inviting that kind of energy. So it makes sense with the fire and the water. It's the flares are changing this our liquid structure, like they're changing our bodies, you know, we interact with this energy. How do I put this? The solar electrical energy interacts with our bodies that are mostly made of water, right? And water holds memory and structure. And so how can we just sort of surrender and allow our sorry about that. So I also wanted to pull a card from my sacred geometry deck. And yeah, it's kind of wild. Another thing that might happen for you might be having like a lot of epiphanies too. This Uranus, like the Uranian energy, can bring through a lot of different ideas. That's been happening for me this morning, hence why I'm here. Oh, wow, how cool. Wheels of Light. Okay, so I got really excited about this card because it's like, I just recorded a podcast episode with my friend Steve Herbert again, where we're talking about the mystic light. And I have to say, it's such a great synchronicity that we decided to have this conversation around this time. And it's not out yet, but it'll be out soon. And one of the things we talk about is the aura and the rainbow body, the rainbow rays. And I always see that with Aquarian energy. And this card is showing that body being activated, all of those chakras being aligned. And it's really important for us to ground and just be present and be open to receive in this energy. The other thing that this card brings up for me is the auroras in the sky, the rainbows across the sky. Again, as above, so below. So it's like we're awakening to our divine nature and we're awakening to our own unique selves. And when that happens, we tend to see each other more fully and we tend to appreciate each other's differences and realize that we're all connected. So, yeah, big activation for humanity right now. And we're all going to experience things differently, you know. I also wanted to pull a card from my Atlantis deck because every time I talk about this sort of Uranian transit, Uranus, Jupiter, and Taurus, I can't help but think about the fall of Atlantis. I think it's Randall Carlson who theorized that it may have been caused by an asteroid from the Taurid meteor shower. Taurids would be coming from Taurus. And it would have happened around Halloween, which is why we celebrate All Hallows Eve at that time of year, because so many people passed. And it feels like the opportunity for us now is to heal the trauma from that cataclysm and other past cataclysms and allow the pattern to change. Prepare for change. Instead of being in a fear mindset and expecting something like that to happen again, how can we surrender and trust? So let's see what the Atlantis deck has to say about this. Ancient ones respect the elders. Interesting. I believe that's Zeus, Jupiter. I could be wrong, but yeah, he's got the lightning on his cloak pin. I'm going to look up what this card says because I'm not totally sure how to... I mean, I was just talking about our ancient ancestors, but let's see. There's an opportunity to learn from the elders around you. They have real life experience over similar situations you are going through in your own life today. Sometimes we need to put our own limited beliefs aside for a moment to be open to other beliefs that may be tested and proven. Just know one day you will become a wise one as well, if you aren't already, and the life experience you have will be invaluable to others too. So instead of denying the ancient wisdom that is being offered to you right now, I encourage you to sit with it, embrace it, and know that the ancient ones in your life today and Atlantis of yesterday are here to help. That's so cool. Okay, I'm going to pull another card from this deck and ask us what the Ancient Ones want to share with us right now. It's popping out. Oh, wow. Galactica. Disclosure is closer than you think. This is about remembering our star origins. And this ties back to the asteroids as well. I'm wondering... Oh, and the miracle of one. There's that, this is coming back to that mystic light conversation. The star of Bethlehem that the wise men followed. It's like, we're going to start remembering how to receive these codes from the stars and receive these codes from the sun. And something else that I was thinking about earlier in the shower was how we've been studying the sun so much to understand this solar activity because we're really curious about how it's going to affect us. And it's kind of like we sort of already we knew back then, back in the days of Atlantis. And I was just thinking about how cool it is that in this roundabout way we're connecting with the heart of our solar system, which then also connects us to the heart of our galaxy, the great central sun, and from there can connect us beyond to other energies. And it's really wild because I'm looking at this the miracle of one. It's like just amazing how we're all connected to the same thing. And the same thing is infinite. Like it's hard to, you can't put it into words, you can't grasp it. But I think the point with all of this energy is just allow ourselves to receive and be in our bodies and just see how we feel. Okay. Ooh, and I just went to pull a card from my Isis deck because of this Osiris asteroid being activated by Pluto. And this card flew out immediately, Wings of Isis, uniting with the angelic self. And I love this too because I think there's a possibility we've interpreted like extraterrestrials and angels as different energies when perhaps maybe they're the same sometimes. Not saying all the time, but I just had that thought, and it's kind of like, again, another message of uniting with that true self. Like, we're all truly a star. I don't know. It's interesting. Sorry, the messages are starting to feel a little bit muddied at this point, but I think the point is just to allow yourself to receive whatever is individually here for you, and hopefully it's illuminating this energy of oneness and this remembering of wisdom. And people often think of the galactics as future, but perhaps, if time is not linear, it's really all time. But it's really interesting energy. Let me know how you guys are doing, and if you have any epiphanies coming through or unexpected events or anything like that. I'd love to hear. So I hope you enjoy this solar weather. Be sure to hydrate and ground and eat good food, and I'll talk to you soon.